And China enters its 15th five-year period in 2026, and a strong trade is key to achieving longer-term growth goals. Global tensions and policy choices at home amid weak confidence are the key uncertainties here. China has been struggling with deflationary pressures for the past few years, but the latest retail inflation data signals a change. In this next report, we decode that and more. Take a look.
China's key inflation indicators such as the CPI, PPI and GDP deflator have all pointed to outright deflation through much of this year. However, Beijing has seen a positive momentum in retail prices in recent months. In November, consumer price inflation rose to a 21-month high of 0.7% from a year earlier. A surge in fresh vegetable prices helped propel China's food inflation back to positive territory. Core inflation stabilized in November, halting a 6-month streak of consecutive acceleration. However, factory price inflation shrank by 2.2%, remaining in negative territory for a 38th consecutive month. The biggest issue has been the formation of a negative feedback loop from China's cost-cutting environment. Overcapacity has led to aggressive price wars and weak profit growth. Weak profitability has in turn led to cost-cutting, wage cuts and layoffs. This fed into weaker household confidence, higher savings and softer domestic demand, which in turn worsened overcapacity. Other factors playing into this dynamic include the property recession, which creates a negative wealth effect. Many of the above issues will likely remain challenges in the coming years, but the government is expected to start to crack down on excessive and destructive price competition. That could eventually set inflation on a healthier trajectory, but this process is predicted to be gradual, given the potential implications of global economies and employment. For 2026, prices are expected to edge back into positive territory, at least for consumer inflation. Quietly, amid deflation headlines, core inflation has trended upward for 6 straight months since May. But that is not likely to hold back the People's Bank of China. The Chinese central bank was more cautious than expected in 2025, with only one major easing move in May. Largely, the push in domestic demand boost is likely to come from fiscal policy, which Beijing is keeping in its armory in case the trade truce with the US blows up again next year. At least that is what the officials are preparing for. For now, food prices are keeping the deflation threat on the back burner, but for any realistic boost to domestic demand, Beijing needs to address the deepening real estate crisis. Business Bureau, Beyond World is One.